カラフルな個性を持つバンドスリードッグナイト。彼らが放ったハッピーな曲は世界中で愛された。
All I can say is that it's a positive, up-tempo song. It's not derogatory. It's not during the war or any of that stuff. It's just a good, positive, happy song.
We had no idea how big a hit it would be. I mean, that song was 4 times bigger, more sales than any record we ever did. So it's way exciting.
All of the DJs around the United States start saying, we get incredible response from this song. So we went from a #1 to 2 songs where we thought, uh-oh, it's over. And then it became the record of the year. To this day, I'm amazed.
Joy to the World が大ヒットした1971年。この年には今も聴き継がれる名曲が数多く誕生した。
Something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. And it's too
スリードッグナイトの Joy to the World は1971年のシングルヒットチャート3位となり、彼らの最大のヒット曲となった。しかしそれはメンバーの誰もが予想もしていないことだったという。
You're kidding. Who is listening to that song? And it was, as far as I was concerned, I thought if it was released, it would really bury us because it was so cute and so different, but not like, not the rhythm and blues that we were doing. And it
6週連続No.1という驚異的なヒットとなった Joy to the World。この曲はどのように誕生したのだろうか。ヒットから40年以上経った今も、この曲が始まると観客はヒートアップ。1968年、アメリカ・ロサンゼルスで一つのバンドが誕生した。7人編成のバンドスリードッグナイト。1968年5月、彼らはロサンゼルスにある伝説的なクラブウイスキーや55でライブデビューを飾り、大きなセンセーションを巻き起こした。彼らの特徴は個性豊かなリードボーカルが3人いることだった。ボーカルの一人コリー・ウェルズはニューヨーク生まれ、子供の頃から黒人音楽が好きだったという。 コリーはすでにエネミーズというバンドで活動をしていた。アイルランド生まれのダニー・ハットンは1965年ソロシンガーとしてデビュー。
There was a car show going on, and I used to collect cars and stuff like that. I loved them. And there was a Concours d'Elegance where they had all of these different incredible cars. And they were all next to each other on the lawn. And I thought, wow, it looked so great to see. Each car was incredible and different, all next to each other. So I just started thinking about singers. What if you got three, because it takes three really for harmony, to get three really good singers together. And that's when I thought, Corey would be great. So I went and talked to Corey about let's get a trio of three great singers. We didn't even have a band.
そして3人目のボーカルとしてやはりソロで活動していたチャック・ネグロンが加入。
They slowly came in. Joe was part of the group. Jimmy lived next door to Danny, and he would come over, and Danny asked him, did he want to go in? Joe knew of this guitar player, because we had several guitar players that just didn't work out. And Joe knew this guitar player by the name of Mike Alsop, who lived in Modesto, California. And so Michael just happened to be at a motel where we were rehearsing in a motel with his band. So Joe went over there, asked him to come over and play. He played. We liked him. We told him he's hired. And he had to go back and tell his band that he was leaving. They had just got there from Modesto. And he told him, I'm going to join this other band. So he got punched by one of the guys. And then he was in the band. And Floyd was working in the Valley, the San Fernando Valley. And he was with a group called the Heat Wave. And his brother was a keyboard player in that band. And we heard him and we loved what he was doing. We liked what he was doing. So we offered him a job. And that's how the band, musicians got into the band.
3人のボーカルを中心に優れた4人のミュージシャンが集まり7人編成のバンドが誕生した。
We put about 50 names down. I remember Corey came up with Tricycle, and that was not going to work for me. And different names. And I used to read a magazine called Mankind magazine. It was a historical magazine. And so my girlfriend at the time came out of the bathroom and she said, what about Three Dog Night? And it was an article on Aborigines in Australia. And when they did their walkabout, when they went to sleep, they would use dogs as the blankets if it was cold. So the colder the night, the more dogs. So a Three Dog Night was a cold night. And it has nothing to do with music, rock and roll. But we just thought, liked the idea of three because it's a lucky number, harmonic. And there was a lot of good picture words. And
one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.
デビューアルバムに収録されたこの曲が全米5位となるヒット。スリードッグナイトの名が広まり始めた。 立て続けのヒットとなったこの曲は黒人音楽の影響を受けたコリー・ウェルズがリードボーカルを取ったものだった。
I think the attribute of Three Dog Night was that there were three distinct, different kinds of lead singers. Danny was the kind of a California Beach Boys singer. Chuck was the balladeer, love song guy, and I was the hard R&B kind of singer. And those individual styles made three individual songs of different music. When we all sang together in harmony, it made another, that was the fourth singer, the harmony.
個性の違う3人が合わせて歌うとまるで4人目のボーカルがいるような効果もあった。セカンドアルバムからもヒット曲が続出。2枚目のアルバムからスリードッグナイトを手掛けたプロデューサーとレコーディングエンジニアに話を聞いた。
At the time, you just go moment at a time. But yes, each singer would require a little different. But the same guys were the musicians were all very capable and had they could adjust to any style within that band. At the time, we gave a different environment, I guess, for each singer. One was very smooth and had a certain classiness to the style, and the next one, so the arrangement would have to support that. The next one had an edge.
Each of the musicians had their own, style and background, so it wasn't just like 4 studio musicians backing some vocalists. We all had we're really strong in what we did.
Eli's a coming and the cards say a broken heart. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Girl, Eli's a coming, you better.
この曲もベスト10入りするヒットとなった。順調にヒットを飛ばす中、4枚目のアルバムをリリース。ここには初の全米ナンバーワンとなった「ママ・トールド・ミー」が含まれている。この曲は有名になる前のランディ・ニューマンの作品だった。
Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. Mama said it ain't a way to have fun.
I said, this is a strange album. Just by the cover, I started reading the back, took it home, played it, and loved his writing. Very sarcastic, very witty. And that song caught my ear, Mama Told Me. I had never met him, but he called me a long time ago. This was a long time ago, like 69 or 70. And I was at the office, and someone said, there's somebody on the phone for you, Corey. And I said, who is it? He said, it's a guy by the name of Randy. I went, okay, so I said, hello. And he said, thank you for putting my kids through college. And he hung up.
スリードッグナイトは気鋭のソングライターが書いた曲をアレンジし、自らのレパートリーとして取り上げていった。
Three Dog was very good. They listened to all the records, and they were very good at saying, you know, this album came out, this is a great song, but it wasn't a hit. And it's like, well, if it wasn't a hit for that guy, let's us grab it, we can make it into it. We brought a lot of songs, the singers brought a lot of songs, Jimmy Greenspoon would bring songs, Mike would bring songs. The whole thing was, though, that we had the big magic pile.
We had a no pile, we put it in, and then we had a maybe. It was really good, but maybe it was missing, it didn't have a bridge or a certain part, one part was weak. We figured maybe we could fix it in the studio, and then there was the ones that we had to do.
On every album and every song was musical. It was never political or I get more money or, you know, it's got to be equal. So I think the music was served better by just coming from a purely musical point of view. And we could get a song and just chop it up and say, no, let's move this over here. You never had one of the guys on the group go, no, I want it just like this. Everything was from a very musical point of view. And I think, although a lot of people were disappointed we didn't write, on the other hand, I think it really helped us be free as far as arranging and purely making every decision from a musical point of view.
We had a knack for hearing a song and realizing the potential of the song and what we could do with the song, as opposed to what we were listening to. And then from there, and then some things became big hits.
次々とヒットチャートに曲を送り込むスリードッグナイト。やがて彼ら最大のヒットが生まれる。Joy to the World。その誕生が語られる。1970年、スリードッグナイトはロサンゼルスのスタジオで新しいアルバムのレコーディングに入っていた。アルバムに収録する曲はいつものようにメンバーや関係者が持ち寄った曲から選ばれていた。
Jimmy Greenspoon, we were up the street. He lived about 2 doors away, and he phoned me one night, and I went down to his house, and he played me the album, and Russ Ballard, and I loved the song, so that was how we came upon doing it. Richie Podler, our producer, and they had a hallway like that, little hallway, and at the end of it there's a little bathroom. So we put a microphone in the bathroom and a microphone down the hall, and I just stood in the bathroom, and that's how we got the echo. The echo is just the hallway, and that's how you had to get sounds in those days. But I think that's what makes some of the older music have that original kind of sound, because you used a lot of room acoustics.
The レコーディングは順調に進んでいたが、アルバムの最後に入れる曲が見つからなかった。そこに曲を持って現れたのがフォークシンガーのホイト・アクストンだった。 3ドッグナイトとはマネージメントが同じ会社だったため、ツアーも一緒に回ることがあったという。
I didn't even realize it till I'd known Hoyt for years that he wrote this song that I used to play as a kid called Greenback Dollar. I don't give a damn about a greenback dollar. Spin it fast as I can. Kingston Trio did it. Well, Hoyt wrote that. And he's written a lot of great songs, as a matter of fact. Later on, he wrote that song for Ringo, the No No song. You know, about drugs. No, 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 I don't smoke it no more. Cute song, though.
He had his guitar and he sat on a stool and he goes, I got a song for you. And Hoyt was a real big guy with a big deep voice, and he just sat down and Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And it's kind of, I remember I looked at some of the guys and I went, huh? It's like, a bullfrog who drinks wine? What is this?
I didn't like it. I did not like it. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I mean, who knew what was going through Hoyt's mind when he wrote that song? I have no idea.
He'd written a song, from what he told us, there was a special. He wanted a Saturday morning special, a children's special, and it was one of a series of songs that he'd written. And it didn't sell, his idea, so he was presenting each song a single, as a single.
ジェラマイアは牛ガエル。僕の大の親友さ。言葉なんてまるで通じなかったけど、ワインを飲むのを手助けしてやったよ。奴はワインに目がないのさ。さあ歌おう。ホイト・アクストンが子供向けテレビ番組に書いた歌詞とメロディー。メンバーの反応は最悪だった。
Joy to the world, all the boys and girls, I don't know, that's awful. Bubble gum was the word back then. That's awful bubble gum, Joe and I don't know, man, we really like it, Well, each one of the singers listened to it and said, no way. Next guy, no, put that in the no pile. Yeah, right, okay. So everybody left the session that night. One at a time, each one of the singers came back in. That frog song, let me have that. I'll listen to it again.
Going back, I don't know if it was one of those moments where everybody said, aha, that's a smash. Well, no, but it was catchy, and Hoyt had a way about him that you said there's something about this song. It was just catchy enough that we figured, a hook is a hook. Maybe we can turn this into something. And we said, we need one more song, so we started working on it.
この曲にまず新しい息吹を吹き込んだのはキーボードのジムだった。
I said that was one of my little intro things. They went off to dinner, and since the song was so cute and happy, I just sat down at the piano in about 2 or 3 minutes and just started playing something, and the producer went, that's great, okay, we've got it. I went, okay, fine.
We dubbed him the intro master, meaning the start of the song. Over the years, he didn't do them all, but he did them most, and he really quite brilliant at knowing what it needs at the beginning.
It was done a little bit at a time, and we had different styles of singing. Chuck did different approaches in how he sang it, but in his part. And then we finally settled in on that. But I mean, it was trying to take a song that's childish and make it hip is really a challenge.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. And he always had somebody fine wine, singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls now, joy to the fishes in the
コーディングにはコーラスで子供たちも参加したという。
My daughters in, they sang, and the producer's nephews came in and sang, and we had a whole bunch of Floyd, his kids came in and sang, so we had all these kids there singing.
アルバムの最後に入れられたこの曲はシングルカットされ、ヒットチャートを上り詰めていく。メンバーも驚くほどの大ヒットとなった「Joy to the World」。
Play this a little bit.
Yeah, let's play it.
Is that loud enough?
That is loud enough?
プロデューサーとエンジニアの2人に改めて曲を聴いてもらった。
The low voice.
Everybody's involved.
Corey
There's no room for anything else.
and Michael again.
Just keep weaving overlap.
And meanwhile, the whole thing is doing this constantly. It's doing that, and there's all the upbeats
Very
in between.
confusing. But it didn't happen overnight.
That's why, again, it's deceptively simple. It's a little kid song and this and that, but as it's going,
If you really
things
analyze
change.
what he's saying, every moment is something really unique. If you turn this record on the radio, no matter where you turn it on, even if you never heard it before, you would have an idea of it's developing at the beginning.
You know where
you're
you are.
kind of in the middle. Oh, the record, we just turned it on towards the end because it sounds like it's coming to a climax, an end. It has that feel of an ending. It has a feel of developing at the beginning. So you kind of know where you are within the record. That's really important. And this whole song we're really happy with it. And that's exactly what it is.
本来の音楽性からはかけ離れたものだったこの曲はスリードッグナイトの新たな一面も生み出した。スリードッグナイトがヒットさせた後、作者のホイト自身もこの曲を歌っている。スリードッグナイトは新たなアルバム「ハーモニー」をリリース。このアルバムにはソングライターポール・ウィリアムスの書いた作品が取り上げられた。
Just an old-fashioned love song playing on the radio, and wrapped around the music is the sound of someone promising they'll never go. You swear you've heard it before as it slowly rambles on. No need in bringing them back 'cause they're never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me.
The words to the song suggest what musicians should play. Danny Hutton has a good way of putting it. He says, I like writers who write with picture words, that suggest to you what to play. I'm like, picture words, I like that.
Chuck and I were supposed to sing verses on it, take turns. And I went away, and he snuck in and did. He did it all. He liked it. He did a great job, but now I sing it all. So, and it suited both of us. I think it's a kind of an old, more like a pop kind of a song, and it's a lot of fun at the end. That part, the end of that, the breakdown at the end is fun. I came up with that part at the end. That song is another example of the old school getting sounds. We at the end of that song, when it goes into the refrain at the end, what we did is we had one of those bags like Peter Frampton had with a nozzle you put in your mouth to get talk to sound. So we got a big trash can, and then we put the nozzle into the trash can and with a fuzz tone, and then spun the nozzle when he played it to get so that the guitar sound at the end that's how it's coming through a garbage can. Long time ago. It was a civil rights song for civil rights, but I had no idea the history. I just liked I liked the melody. I knew when we cut the basic track, we heard the track, and I went, that's gonna be a hit. And it was one of the early reggae songs, really.
ダニーがラジオでふと耳にしたことがきっかけだったこの曲は、彼らにとって3つ目のナンバーワンヒットとなった。
That we could take a good song that was really good, and it wasn't a hit for that guy. And why was it a hit when we did it? Who knows? Everybody together, we put a little magic into it. We used to call it making a record come to life, where all of a sudden it's just a song, and all of a sudden now, oh wow, now it's a record, and now for some reason it jumps out of the speaker at you. And that was sort of the magic of Three Dog Night.
12枚ものアルバムをゴールドディスクにしたスリードッグナイトだったが、その活動に幕を閉じた。1960年代末から70年代前半にかけて全盛を誇り、全米ヒットチャートを牛耳るほどの活躍を見せたバンド、スリードッグナイト。再結成した彼らのライブは人々の熱気であふれていた。
stage. We hope you like it. This is going to be presented kind of an old-fashioned style for you. Just an old-fashioned love song playing on the radio. And wrapped around the music is the sound of someone promising they'll never grow. You swear you've heard before as it slowed around the line. Nothing bringing them back to what never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song. But I'm sure they wrote what it would be. Just an old-fashioned love song. Coming down and free my love. To me it's dream upon and listen. Keep you when the lights are low. To underscore our love affair with tenderness and feelings that we've come to know. Just when you took me for just stood around the time. Nothing bringing them back to the never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song. Coming down and free my love again. Just an old-fashioned love song. But I'm sure they wrote what it would be.
今でもライブのラストを飾るのはこの曲。
All right, it's time for that frog song. Come on. If you like, sing along. Up top. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. Well, he said, I have never drinking wine. Now it's such a bad wine.
Well, I mean, as soon as you start the song, the whole audience would be singing along with you. So it's like, oh, okay, we have something here. I mean, after 43 years of playing it, it's like, but you still see the same reaction out there today that you did, you know, back in 1968. So it's become like almost like a rock and roll national anthem. It's like, wow.
I'm thrilled. I'm still thrilled. I've been so fortunate, and to be able to every night to go out and play.
It's positive and they enjoy it. They like listening to it. It's singy-songy, and it's fun for them. And I think that's part of it.
That's what I call it, the frog song. Yeah, it was because it was we just threw it on the album. It was just like it defined, you know, in a way it defined us. Everybody that says 3 Night, they go, oh, Jeremiah, and we had 20 other hits, you know. If we had only had one hit, I don't think that would be good. But we showed we can do anything, you know. I think, you know, pretty well.
軽快なリズムとコミカルな歌詞は世代を超えて愛される。3ドッグナイト、Joy to the World。